Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Historian Radio's Crossroads, our latest series on current affairs and its relation with history, studying which we will ask you, our dear viewers and listeners, to respond to our query or question of the day. Now, let us break ground and take a look at one of the most interesting recent acts of activism and challenging socio political norms. That is to say, we are going to take a look at the global Sumud Flotilla that has recently been at the center of the press's attention. The global Sumud Flotilla is one of the many flotillas that have attempted to cross the blockade imposed on the waters of the Gaza Strip by Israel to provide humanitarian aid and assistance to the people of Gaza who have been suffering as a result of Israel's war on Hamas, which had begun on the 7th of October 2023. Now, while the history of the Israel and Palestinian conflict goes back all the way to 1948, perhaps according to some research even earlier, this specific flotilla and its concept as an act of social justice and as an act of advocacy for rights and humanitarian aid for the people of Gaza is something that goes back to around 2008, when the first flotilla attempted this noble feat. On such occasion, we have recently seen that the activists of the current global Sumud Flotilla were met with warrants of arrest by the authorities of Israel, who detained them and then deported them to different countries before they could return to their countries of origin. Amongst these activists, we see activist Greta Thunberg, one of the members of today's youth, whose voice has always been the loudest when it comes to any social issue, be it climate calamity or the rights and equality of people. In this specific occasion, we see that Greta Thunberg's approach historically has always been peaceful and non-violent. We are reminded with the force of Greta Thunberg's advocacy for rights, for social change, we are reminded of another youth advocate, Malala Yousafzai, who launched a peaceful campaign to secure educational rights for women in her country. Similarly, we are reminded of Rosa Parks, who, just by the simple action of her refusal of giving up her seat to a white individual, set a course for the American civil rights movement in a peaceful and non-cooperative way. Similarly, we look at Dr. Martin Luther King and his March on Washington. That was a significant moment in the history of the civil rights movement in the United States and a call to end segregation. This was all done without shedding a single drop of blood. And on the same point, we can also look back into the history of the subcontinent, where the people of the subcontinent, in major part, used non-violent means to resist crown rule, and so eventually brought colonial rule to its knees. So when we look at this illustrious past of non-violent revolutionary change and non-violent revolutions, and then when we look at Greta Thunberg, who despite her young age has been working so hard and so tirelessly to bring change, to demand equal rights for all the peoples of the world, we ask you, our dear listeners and viewers, a burning question. Have these actions, or have these youth advocacy based initiatives, thanks to technological innovation and technological convergence even, launched a new age of peaceful and non-violent revolutionary change, or has the dawn of such an age yet to come? Please let us know in the comment section down below. You are watching and listening to Historian Radio's Crossroads, and I am Muhammad Hussain Qazi, and we promise to return to you soon with another burning question and another current affair with its roots in history. Good night.